How you doing today, man?
I'm doing great.
Welcome to the channel.
And thank you.
Could you give us your name, your age, and where you from?
My name is Jessica Roby. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I'm 39 years old.
Pittsburgh's still curtain, huh?
Absolutely.
How did you wind up down here in Philadelphia?
I actually went to rehab, and rehab sent me to a recovery house in Delaware County, Chester, Pennsylvania. Had a really good job. Was hanging in there doing really well for about 9 months before I relapsed.
And what you think brought you back to using?
Losing my job and feeling like I wasn't worthy.
Well, always remember, you are worthy. What kind of job did you have?
I was working concrete construction, making $26 an hour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Well, you could get back to it, right?
absolutely.
Is this your first time in Kensington?
I've been out here for about 6 years now.
And what's the difference between Kensington and Pittsburgh?
It's a little bigger, a little bit faster pace moving, and things are handled a little bit differently.
And what's your drug of choice?
Heroin and crack cocaine.
And how much would you say you use a day?
I'm down to about 4 bags a day now, and I smoke about 2 grams of crack a day.
How did you get introduced to drugs?
I was born addicted to drugs. My mother was a cocaine addict, an alcoholic, and she was addicted to opiates. So whenever I was born addicted to drugs. And at the age of 11, my mother gave me my first hit of crack cocaine.
At 11, she gave you your first hit of crack?
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And how did it make you feel at such early age, you know?
I don't know. It got to keep me close to my mother, and we were able to have a relationship, so I did what it was that she did.
Do you have any children?
I have no children.
Are you still in contact with your mother?
Both of my parents are deceased. When I was 14 years old, my father overdosed and my mother was murdered.
Do you think about going back to Pittsburgh?
There's nothing there for me.
Well, what do you have here in Kensington?
I don't have nothing here in Kensington but a bunch of people who rob, steal, and take from me, but I have a little bit of a life out in Delaware County that I would like to get back to and enjoy the suburb life and get away from Kensington. So
are you thinking about going back and getting clean?
I am gonna go get help probably within the next week and then go back to maybe Chester, maybe somewhere else.
And since you've been out here in Kensington, have you experienced any horror stories?
I've experienced a lot of horror stories. I've had people shot in front of me. I've had people die in my arms. I've watched people, men and women, get beat to death. There's nothing I haven't seen since I've been out here.
And what's your current living situation?
I am currently unhoused. I am living on the streets.
You speak up.
I'm currently unhoused. I am living on the streets.
So do you think about going into a shelter?
I have, and I've thought about going back. I don't know. I don't know. I might.
Well, I know the weather is breaking, so I assume it would be a lot of people outside, huh?
Yes. Yes.
And what kind of hustles do you have? How do you support your habit?
I am a booster. I trap every once in a while, and I just hustle with my mouth and my hands, you know.
What is withdrawal like for you?
It is absolutely terrible. I have to go to the hospital every time I go through withdrawal.
Have you ever experienced any overdoses?
No, I haven't overdosed.
So let's go back in time. How was your childhood?
As I had mentioned, both of my parents were addicts, so...
Speak up.
As I had mentioned, both my parents were addicts, so growing up was very uncomfortable, very hard. We were poor. I didn't get to eat a lot. I was abused a lot.
So do you think, when you look at trauma, do you think that take part of you getting high?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So most people get high to numb themselves?
To numb themselves, to make them become more of a person as we feel. It's like Red Bull gives you wings.
If you could go back to the age 11 to 12, and now what you know about drugs, what would you have done differently? Would you have still tried it, or?
I definitely would not have.
Well, it ain't too late to turn around.
Right. I absolutely would like to try to.
It looked like you haven't had no sleep.
No, not in about 3 days.
So how did the body even stay up that long?
Eventually, I just crash. I get very messy in the things that I do. I lose stuff. I get stuff stolen.
I'm sorry to hear that, but that seems like that's everybody's situation out here once they, use the drug and fall out.
Absolutely. Everybody robs everybody. It's sad that the homeless people are taking from another homeless person. They take everything down to a pair of socks and a brownie in your bag that they give you for lunch.
And what would you say, how long does it take for you to get sick after you did it back?
About 2.5 to 3 hours.
And so it lasts, 2-3 hours?
Yeah, about that. Some of it might last a little bit longer, depending on what the drug is cut with.
And for you, do you do regular fentanyl, or they have to have a trank in it?
It must be trank.
Because I'm hearing a lot of people is more addicted to the trank than the fentanyl.
Absolutely. Not by choice. But yes, we are.
And the trank part of it, what does the trank part do? That's the part that puts you to sleep, or?
Yes.
And the fentanyls will make you well.
Fentanyl is more of an opiate. The tranquilizer is more to put you to sleep.
So if your family was watching this video, what would you like to say to them?
I don't have any family, but hey, to all my friends out there in Pittsburgh, I miss you guys. I love you guys. Take care.
When the last time you have talked to somebody from Pittsburgh?
It's been about 3 or 4 years.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
3 or 4 years.
So they don't even know if you still living or not, right?
Right.
Well, hopefully some of them see this video and they look at you and say, oh wow, she's still alive,
Right.
And for people that judge addicts, what would you like to say to them?
all it takes is a 1 second decision to ruin your life. You could be anybody, from the president to one of us homeless people on the streets. You never know what could happen to you or your family. So please try not to judge those of us that are out here.
Well, thank you, for talking to me this morning.
Absolutely.
And what do you have planned for the rest of your day?
I am going to enjoy the sunshine, I will tell you that. I'm going to go make some money and get my things together and hopefully just kick back and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Okay, well, thank you for talking to me and be safe.
Thank you.